All right. Welcome back, everybody, to another YouTube episode of Sneakers and Up. I am the co-host Dante, and today we are bringing back a former co-host who kind of broke off and started doing his own thing. So happy for you, fam! And we are going to bring a cup of soul, Mr. Nelly. Say hello to the people.
What's up, everybody? Hey, me and Dante go way back, 2000 and what? How long have I known you?
LeBron Nines.
Uh, I'm Asian. I'm supposed to be good with math. Let me figure this out. 2020 minus 11 years. Is
Yep.
that right? Okay, yeah.
Yep, 11. And for those that don't know, and not very many people do, on how me and how me and Nelly met, um, we met because he was an asshole.
Wait, I'm sorry. I thought you meant me on Tinder. Wait, Tinder wasn't available back then. Or was it
Tinder,
Grind?
it
Just
definitely
play
wasn't
with you.
Grinder. No, it was
Play
Craigslist.
with you.
So it was the LeBron 9 Christmas.
Right.
I reached out and I ended up getting the wrong size, and I wanted the size swap, and I think you were trying to charge me like, I don't know, it's something like I thought was crazy, and
I
I
think I
let you
said
know.
$40. I think it was $40.
Yeah, and I let you know that I thought it was crazy, and then we ended up meeting at Starbucks, and then one thing another. 11 years later, we became friends.
I think you sent me an email or like I think it was Craigslist back then, and it was like,
Yeah,
this dude never gives up. He's relentless. I was like, all right, man, I'll give in to you. All right, fine, whatever. Just take it off my head.
I needed it, man. I
I
needed
knew
it.
you needed it back then. You really wanted it. So,
I did.
but
So, but 11 years later,
been a
that's what.
while
Yep, our friendship is spawned since then.
for sure.
Uh, so, I mean, as you know, we're gonna begin with what you rocking, what you watching. So if you'd like to start, what you rocking and what you watching.
Let me see what I was rocking the past couple of days. I was actually rocking them the Union Fours, but not the Guava Ice one. The I guess it's called a Black Noir. I don't know. That's the coloration
Oh
of it.
yeah, okay,
NOIR, I guess. But
yeah,
I've
Noir.
been rocking it. I actually took off the tongue part. I
Oh,
used
you
a little,
unstitched them?
yeah, and stitched them. It definitely looks much better. When I first saw those pictures of I wasn't feeling them when I first saw them. I was like, oh. But once you unstitch it, it kind of grows on you. But I've also seen people with what do you call those? Those side wings, or the side of the
Oh yeah,
shoes.
yeah, the wings.
Yeah, and then you know how they took an exacto knife and like kind of cut out the middle part of it, or
I think that's something I would do.
yeah, that was kind of dope. It made it definitely look the shoe more clean. I don't know if I can do it myself, but I've been rocking those. What I watched, catching up on season 2 of The Mandalorian. Can't
Okay.
go wrong with that on
Nope.
Netflix. Other things I've been watching, just a lot of animation shorts and stuff on Netflix, and it's kind of what I've been doing. How about you?
Okay. So today, all week long, I've basically been because I've been at work. So it's really just been boots. Uh, work boots. Today I am rocking the black and yellow 12s. And what I've been watching this week was kind of a busy week, so I didn't get a chance to watch anything yet, and I was pretty tired yesterday. So I'm one show behind on The Mandalorian, which I will be watching today.
Nice.
Other than that, I watch The Office and The Simpsons just to have background noise.
Gotcha. I was gonna call you. We're in the Pittsburgh 12s. That's what they are now. The Pittsburgh 12. Because
Oh, they're the Pittsburgh 12 now?
well, I mean, they're pretty much just yellow and black. But
Yeah, it's true.
I was gonna say, bro, you gonna rock the Marlin hat? Why don't you rock an orange shirt? You'd be like the orange guy that we see in all
Because
these.
because I was going with the Travis Scott.
Oh, my bad. Oh, Mickey D's, McDonald's. That's what you're gonna be at today.
Well, that's why the M. No, I'm
Oh,
not
I
going to
got you. I
McDonald's.
got you. I feel you. I feel you.
I, I don't I don't eat that place.
But that's cool. It's cool you having a chance to watch. But I got you.
Yeah, but I had to wear the I mean, because you're the resident hype beast, so I had to wear a hype beast type of item. It's really all I got.
Uh, it's Mr. Hypebeast to you, sir.
Oh,
Remember
Mr.
that.
Hype Beast. Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right, all
yeah,
right, all right.
for sure.
Mr.
Yeah.
Hype Beast. Well, we have Mr. Hype Beast in today, so I had to wear
Thank
something
you,
that was
thank you.
a little hype is out of my norm.
I like the Travis look. I like it. I like it.
By the way, I have to say that I really don't like the feel of the shirt. I'm highly
Why they feel
disappointed.
cheap? Does it feel cheap?
Oh yeah.
Like it's like super thin.
No, it's actually thick and like very abrasive.
Really?
Yeah.
I I mean I'm not gonna lie. Like qualities of T-shirts in general have I feel like gone down. Like I one brand, I'm not trying to kind of promote them, but Uniqlo's t-shirts, they're like really nice quality. I don't know if you have any
Yes.
Uniqlo t-shirts. Those are like on point. Like that's what I expect like a t-shirt to be. But like if you buy the latest, newest t-shirts, they're super thin. They're super. I don't know. Just quality is just not that good. So
This quality is what is, especially when you're in the hood and you want a plain white tee. This is like what you want because like it doesn't get dirty. It stays nice and pressed. It doesn't really wrinkle. This quality, but that's not what I want in a shirt. I want a nice, comfortable shirt. So this just feels clunky and abrasive. Yeah, like I said, this just feels like a rude shirt.
all right, I got you.
All right, so next up we got heat, sleep, and nah. So we got a couple of them to go over today, and then as far as our topic of conversation, there's a couple more that we'll give our verdict on, but it won't necessarily be a heat, sleep, or nah. So the first one we're gonna start with, and you can give me your verdict: heat, sleep, or nah. So for those that are watching and listening, heat is something that is just fire flames. It's crazy dope. You love it. Uh, Sleep is something that's just like you don't love it, but you don't hate it. Soft for retail or on sale, you buy. And nah is no way, get it out of here. I absolutely dislike it. So the first one is going to be the Nike Dunk Ceramic. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure you've been hearing the craze and what's going on with the whole SP market or SB realm. People all saying it's give credit to Travis Scott for bringing it back, because I mean there was a time when SBs were kind of like dying, I guess you would say, and then Travis Scott started rocking them, and everyone was like going crazy over the OGs and all the other SB dunks. So, I mean, this was from the a retro, right, from a 2001 Ugly Duckling collection. I don't know if this was in like Japan or something. I forget where they released this, but I mean, I'm cool with dunks, but I only buy dunks if I think I would really rock them, and I would just say nah. Like I'm just cool. I'm cool with it. I'm not into this colorway too much.
Okay. The I I I I share your sentiment. I like dunks. Can I really pull them off? Not so much, even though you can probably see the one pair behind me. But these are not for me. It's dunks. Dunks are not do not fit like Jordan ones, and I love Jordan one lows. But yeah, this colorway specifically is a nah. I don't really care for it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
All right, so the next one is going to be the Adidas Ivy Park 2.0 Ultra Boost. And for those that don't know, Ivy Park is Beyonce's line with Adidas. So what do you feel? What are you thinking about those?
I mean, there was also a time, I mean, you probably can recall maybe a couple years ago, maybe 2, 3 years ago, Ultra Boost or any kind of Ultra Boost or Boost in general with Adidas would sell out, like instant sellout. And there was some value to it. But honestly, I think a lot of Ultra Boosts are just kind of, we just kind of see them, they come and go. And colorway, I mean, it's hard to say, right? Like, I mean, we can compare these to like Jordans, right? Retros in general. In general, they keep changing the colors, but they
Right.
keep giving you the same shoe. It's kind of a similar concept with these Ultra Boosts. It's the same material, different color, different color. But I just feel like Nike does a better job with this with the storytelling, like they do. Oh, sorry about that. That's my dog.
Oh, that's all right.
But she
That's all
my
right, buddy.
dog wants her toy, and I can't really get to it.
You can get it real quick. It's all good.
All right, right back. Yeah, for Jordan brand, they at least they put a better story behind the colorway, right? They'll give
Right.
you a little bit of make you want to buy the actual shoe. I just feel Ultra Boosts are kind of played out, so I would say nah. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Um, with these, the fact that it's an Ivy Park slash Beyonce has no effect on me whatsoever. Um, the fact that the retail on it is $200 has a huge effect on me. I do like this colorway. It's very plain, very simple. I like how the neon green pops on the sole. Would I buy it? Yes. At this price? No. It's way too plain. It's it nah. It's so for me it's a sleep because I do like it, but for what it is, no.
I mean, it probably end up in the Adidas outlets for all I can pretty much visualize, but that's my opinion on those.
Yeah, I mean, I do like them. I like the way they look. I like how subtle they are, and now that now that I've lost the weight. I've mentioned this before, and I can wear Adidas and Boost now because it's a lot more comfortable, fits my foot better. I I actually kind of tend to grow on them. I have three pairs now, and I actually like
Nice,
them.
nice, nice.
Yeah. All right. So that's a sleep for me. The next one is the Kobe 5 Bruce Lee pack that releases in a couple of days. There's two colorways. There's the classic, the retro, the yellow and black, and then there's the alternative, which is the white and black. What are your feelings on those?
For me, I actually still have the first release of the Kobe fives.
Wow.
I still have them. Still in the box. Haven't worn them, but something about Kobe's with Bruce Lee combo. I even had the Kyrie. I think they're the fives. I forget. He did the Mamba mentality, Kyrie's, and that colorway. I don't know something about that. It's just I don't know if it just calls me, but I just definitely find it like heat. I really love them. I'm happy they're retroing them. Since Kobe's passing, but I think this was already planned maybe prior to his passing.
Right.
But my only take on Kobe protos, where they call them, whatever, which are
Pro,
retros, I guess,
Protros.
protos. I just wish they make more of them because it's just
Man, for real.
like I mean, what's the point? I mean, I guess they want to keep the hype on them, and people be like, oh, let's continue to live Kobe's name, et cetera, et cetera. But why can't it just be like, like a regular GR? I don't understand why they got to make it so limited. That's just my take on it. I just
No, man, I couldn't agree with you more. So, here's an example. So, an example. So, Mosh does it, and Saya does it with their shoes. Um, they're a lot smaller of a company because they're privately owned people, but they do their own thing. But they do pre-orders, so they know how many to make. If
right,
you were to tell me that I could own for sure this Kobe 5, and I had to pre-order and I had to wait, I don't know, 6 weeks. That's the reason why you see those boxes behind me, the black ones in the
right,
middle.
right,
That's why
right.
it's empty space on top because I have more on pre-order waiting.
I
So I made
gotcha.
room for them. But if you were to tell me that I had to wait 6 weeks, 7 weeks, even 8 weeks for a Kobe 5, but I paid for it, you know what I mean, 8 weeks ago, I would definitely do it. The fact that, man, you can tell that it makes me very angry that Nike has
Right,
not
right,
figured this out yet. That with especially with the Kobe stuff and the impact that he had, not only on basketball, not only at Nike, but just in life in general, and we
right,
are his generation, they need to provide more. I think
right,
the yellow is an absolute fire,
right,
crazy heat.
right.
The white ones, I like them and I want to try for them, irregardless, because I I want to heighten my chances to be able to get a Kobe off of sneakers again. Finally,
So when's the last time you hit a sneaker app, man? It's been a while, huh?
no, I hit for the what the fives.
Oh, that's right, that's right, that's right. But
Yeah,
it's been a moment though, I guess you say.
it's I'm very sporadic, so I hit with the infrared 90s as well.
Gotcha, gotcha. Um, I mean, the thing that really stands out for me with just Kobe in general and his persona is that he always tried to like learn the most to make his mentality or his Mamba mentality as like sharp and as strong as he could when he was on the court and off the court. I mean, he looked into Buddhism. He looked into
Yep.
admiring Bruce Lee and some of his. He has Bruce Lee has some pretty good quotes if you ever Google it. But there's some good stuff that Bruce Lee said. And so I think Kobe just took a little bit of everything to make himself better. And some people will say you love him or you hate Kobe. I get it.
Right,
But in the end of the day, you can't knock him though. You know what I'm saying? He's done what he done. He proved what he did. He did what he did. So, just getting these fire Kobe's, I just I'm gonna try for both myself. I think they're heat. I wouldn't mind rocking one or the other. If I get one, or if I get both, more power to me. But
right,
for sure. I'm gonna try for both. So
right. No, I agree. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely trying for both as well. I'm gonna heighten my chance. If I get the white, I honestly want to try for the yellow. Like I
right,
want to try and trade for the yellow. Although I'm sure the yellow is gonna go for more, but we'll see. May the sneaker guys be with me.
right, right.
All right. So the next one is the Adidas Superstar, the Miles Morales. So I have a little take on this. So
Yeah.
what is your thoughts?
I'm sure the audience know, or your watchers or your viewers, is that um, Spider-Man, I forget what it's, Multiverse came out, what, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, the first one,
I think it was 3.
3 years ago. And when they did that collaboration with Jordan, the
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man ones, those were dope. Like, I had to get those. I wanted them bad. My story on that, I actually won a raffle on shoe pallets, and I missed the call, and I tried to call them back.
Oh,
Like, I tried calling back literally like 15, I don't know, it was some time because I was working, right? And I didn't see my phone. And they said, "No, sorry." I went on to the next one. I was like so upset. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I really wanted them back." So I had to get it in the secondary market. It wasn't horrible. I paid like $300 for them, but I still have them now.
so,
So
so
they're,
did I.
yeah.
I had to get secondary too.
So if I had to compare this Adidas Superstar to the Jordan 1 Spider-Man, I mean, I don't want to compare, but I have to, right? Because it is a Miles Morales kind of connection. These are nah. But
Right.
and I even had early access through my Adidas app, and I was like, oh, let me take a look at it. I guess they sold out. I just looked at them like when they dropped, but I'm not I'm not feeling them really. It's just, I don't know. Superstars are cool, but I like the simple superstar, like the way it was, like OG, where I don't need this red and black look to them, but that's just my opinion.
I get it. So I mean my opinion is I played the game. Now I do share your sentiment with the fact that the Jordan one was crazy, and then this one, if you compare them, this one is garbage. Like
Right.
it's horrible. But
Right.
if I take away the Jordan one, because me and my son both have the Jordan one, if I take this individual and look at it, besides the fact that I hate the that 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 I hate that they decided to go with an Adidas instead of the Jordan one, I thought it would have been crazy if they would have kept that going.
I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a contractual thing or contract thing. They couldn't,
Maybe, or they wanted
or
too much
something
money, or
collaboration.
I
Yeah,
don't
Nike might. Yeah, I was gonna forget. I was forgot to add. I'm sorry. Back to your comment about if you were able to pre-order a shoe and then it comes and you're guaranteed like a Kobe. The only drawback with the ones that you've done pre-orders with, those are a little bit smaller manufacturers, right? They deal directly with the factory more closely. I mean, Nike probably does that, right? But that'd be a great idea because Nike usually makes the decisions for shoes 6 months in advance. So
know.
that's
Right.
usually, so if they knew what the shoe they're going to do 6 months ago, then they would be better at gauging the demand, right? That'd be great.
Yeah.
But I just see Nike, not, we all know it's all about psychology, right? It's the
Right.
idea of scarcity, right? the
It's
the idea,
exactly
yeah, because it's, I mean, I think you go back to the time where you say, well, everybody were wanting Jordans, and I think you took a little break from Jordans for a while. I
yes, I
think you,
did.
so it's like the same concept. Like if everybody is getting the same shoe or has the opportunity to get the shoe, then people may not even want to get the shoe, right? So it's like the idea of scarcity. But I mean,
No, you're right. I agree with that viewpoint 100%, and I couldn't agree more, and I do share it as well. Um, I just think with Kobe specifically, we're in a different time, and then pre-orders as well. It kind of, I mean, I wasn't really introduced to pre-orders back then, like I'm introduced to it now, like how familiar I am with it. I don't mind doing the pre-orders. And pre-orders guarantees you your pair. You know what I mean? And now, because you have to remember too, even back then when everyone was buying the same thing, there were certain stores that were taking pre-orders.
right,
You know what I mean?
right,
But they
right.
weren't pre-ordering for retail.
Hmm.
You remember? They were pre-ordering for like 300. And these are J's that were, you
Oh
know,
yeah, I remember those days. Yeah,
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 you
yeah,
remember where you go
yeah, yeah.
into a sneaker shop and they paid
Right.
300, 350 to pre-order the shoe or at least to hold it.
But wait, whatever, AKA hold it or
Right.
semi backdoor it, I guess you call it.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
they're paying a lot more than what I would pay. So
Right, right,
this is kind of the same concept, but it's coming from Nike this time. So we're pre-ordering slash holding a pair for retail.
right, right. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, I mean that's just my thought on it. But at least
Yeah.
as far as these go, for me, these are a nah. But I think these would be dope for my son if they still have his size available.
I mean, I think you're right, for kids it'd be cool, but I just a nah on those two for sure. I agree.
Yeah, especially since my son is a Miles Morales fan.
Nice. I'm looking forward to, is it Spideyverse or Multiverse? I forget now.
Which one?
Part two.
Oh
The sec
the cartoon one.
Yeah, the second one's coming out.
Yes,
So
I know they're working on that, and then they're also introducing Miles Morales into the MCU.
oh, I think we're talking about that. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so that one I also can't wait for. I'm very curious to see who they cast as Miles Morales.
That's true. That's true. All right,
All
I
right.
guess we'll go on to the next one.
Yep. The next one is the Reebok question alternate jersey.
I'll be honest with you, since I'm the residential hypebeast, this was not even on my radar.
That's fine.
I
That's fine.
mean,
That's why I
I'm just
sent
big.
pitches. That's why I sent pitches.
You figured you sent a picture. I saw them, but
Right.
I was like, oh, what did he? Because I, it's not one of my hype shoe or hype
So then I'm
guide.
just out of curiosity, was the BBC question though on your radar?
It looked kind of cool. Um,
Okay, so
but
you've seen it.
I seen
You
it.
know,
I knew
okay.
what it was. I was really kind of semi considering getting because I just was going to wear it.
Hmm.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the hood special. I can't even wear that stuff, bro. Like
That right
it's
there.
just
That's that
so
box.
bright.
That's
Yeah,
that
yeah.
box right there.
You know how bright that color is, bro?
Oh,
Like,
yes, I do.
can you see an Asian dude walking down the street with some bright ass shoes? Have you seen an Asian guy walk down the street with a bright ass shoes?
Yes, but it doesn't look quite right unless they
Exactly,
got the
right?
whole thing going on. They got the
Well, I
whole.
don't know about the whole drip and the whole fit, but I'm just being honest. You don't see an Asian guy. I just couldn't see myself
I'll
wearing.
say this. I won't. I can't see you wearing that.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I just don't have that flair
I'm
or
gonna
that
say because
style.
if you
Yeah.
generalize, yes, I can see Asians wearing that, but for you, not so much.
No, yeah. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't get that stuff. So, but it was cool. It was cool. I saw it, but I mean, I would call it that was like, in between for me. But these Reebok questions, the ones I do want, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. It's just the whole Kobe thing.
Don't
But
no, damn it.
what? I can't get those.
No,
I
man.
can't get
Well,
those.
we don't wear the
What?
same size, so we're good.
Oh, let's go back to size. So still sitting in my closet is the Air
I
Yeezy
want to talk about
2
that.
Red October
Yes, but
size 9.5.
I don't have a chance on those. I don't have a chance on those.
Hey, it's okay, man. I'll put it in my living trust for you when I die. I'll be like,
Oh,
Dante will get Red Octobers. Please make sure.
the
Thank you.
box.
The box.
The box.
Hey, that box has value, bro. You can
Oh,
probably
I
sell that
bet
on
it
eBay.
does.
Dude, people sell crazy stuff on eBay. All right, I'll tell you so. They'll probably sell the box for $100 and someone will buy it.
That's crazy.
Oh
For
yeah,
a box. I
for a
got
box.
plenty of them. They can have one of mine for $100. They can have all of them.
Yeah, you can have all your box, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But I know nothing about the Reebok question, alternative jersey. I'm being honest. This is all
No,
you,
it's all
Dante.
good. Yeah, they're definitely on me because they are heat and they are mine. They're on order.
Nice. You already pre-ordered them, huh?
No, I didn't pre-order. I copped.
Oh, it was like this past week. Okay. See, I didn't even know when it dropped.
Yesterday.
Let's see. I didn't even know it dropped. See?
Yeah, I had to. I had to. They're absolutely crazy to me. So I saw them and they are mine. It's especially questions. Questions are heavy on my radar right now.
Well, as I said, the only one I really wanted was those Kobe yellow toes ones, whatever you call them.
I
Those are dope. I gotta get those.
I want at least two pairs. I'm gonna try.
All right, all right.
I'm
I
gonna
feel you.
try. I at least want two pairs of those. Those are amazing, and I'm wearing black and yellow now, so we know yellow is on my radar for
I
wearing.
don't even remember the. I don't remember the actual release date. Is there a release date on those yellow ones?
No, it got pulled a couple of times. It got changed. It's supposed to be on the 30th.
Gotcha. I gotcha. All right. Cool. Cool.
Yeah,
All
supposed
right.
to be. So we'll see. All right. So do you have a sleeper of the week?
Hmm. I'm trying to think what's releasing this week. It's almost Thanksgiving week. It's coming up.
Just
So
something that's kind of something that is either came out earlier this week or it was supposed to come out or not supposed to, but something that you noticed that it doesn't have to come out yesterday or today, but something that's come out recently um that you think is dope just hasn't just been on anybody's radar.
actually, I just copped something this morning. I was thinking about it. I looked at it. Um, I thought they were all right, but people weren't feeling them too much. It was the Air Jordan One Zoom Bayou Boys. Did you see that one
I
come out? To
Yeah, I had it in my cart and I was like, now
really?
because
Okay,
I have two pairs of court purple
that's
and
probably why. Yeah.
I don't see myself wearing those.
Yeah, I wanted to check out the quality on them, regardless. But I think that's kind of a sleeper. I mean, most Jordan ones people are gonna kind of semi go nuts for, but I just thought I'll take a look at it and see what's up
Yeah, I
with
mean, I
that
think they're
stuff.
sold out now.
Yeah, they're sold out. But
Yeah.
my size is 8
Well,
to 9, so it's probably always the harder size to get. So I got a pair. I'm just gonna check them out, see what they look like. Honestly,
yeah. Oh, you ended up getting a pair?
yeah, I just got a
Oh,
pair
okay.
just to
What
check out
size
the.
you get? 8.5?
Yeah, I actually got an
Okay.
8.5. So
Um, so my sleeper of the week is now I don't know when it actually releases. But I have not heard any hype on it anymore. Um, and apparently there are already pairs available, but it's the Court Purple Jordan 3.
oh yeah, I think they released last night. And some European sites, they kind of sat for a moment. I mean, if you really wanted to get a pair, and I mean, just the cost of shipping it here is not even worth it. So, I mean, if I'm going to cop it, I'll wait till the US drops. But
Well, it's not dropping in the US.
oh yeah, that's a non-US drop, really?
It's a
Wow, I didn't
non-US
know
drop.
that.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
what. So I copped this morning,
Oh,
but
nice.
but here's the crazy part. So I signed up for the I think it was End or SNS raffle
Yeah,
form,
yeah.
and it was supposed to be almost like $280 or something like that shipped.
It's almost like a reseller price.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I went on this morning on StockX, and even after taxes and fees and everything, I got it for less than that, way less.
Oh wow, like 230, 240.
Yeah.
Dang, that's not bad. It's not bad. But
No, so I was like,
I guess I didn't know. I thought my mentality was like it's going to release in the US. I guess I missed on that one. Yeah, it is what it is. So.
I mean, right now you can still grab them for almost what you'd walk out of a store paying
Uh,
locally.
you already know I have too many shoes. Too
Yeah, I mean, you
many.
can tell this whole row right here, with the exception of I think 3 or 4 on the back. These are all
Yeah, yeah,
threes. I
yeah,
love
yeah,
threes.
yeah. I got you. Yeah, threes are one of my favorites too. But there's only so many shoes I can rock. I only have 2 feet, man. I can't.
But there's 365 days in a year.
Oh, 365 days to love you, huh? Oh, I love you, Dante.
Oh man,
Oh.
oh man, I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm gonna see if I can put in like a pulsing red
Yeah, yeah.
filter on
Why don't you put
it.
it? Hey, put a pulsing red filter for me. I'd be like this, babe.
Oh, this guy, this guy. All right,
I'm
so
playing with
the
you.
next one is the Jordan 11 Adapt. They announced it. They showed the videos. They showed in hand. They showed the product. This is not a heat sleeper. No, this is an actual topic that I want to go over. First off, real quick, I just want to know, what do you think about it, just in general?
When when I did see the sneakers or pictures of the sneakers on like IG or Instagram, I'm gonna tell you straight up, it looked like a Chinese knockoff. Like one of those factory, like they screwed up, they put something on the wrong shoe. Like how they put like Air Max bubbles on or Air Max 97s on Jordan tops, or
Yep.
like it
Yep.
it kind of looked like that. And I just looked at him, I just said, no, I can't even imagine rocking that or wearing that. It's a hard pass for me for the price of 500, probably six hundred
It's
dollars.
$500 is retail.
Yeah, $500. I'm just like, no. And I really think Nike's just going too hard on these adapt technology because it's just they're just doing it on every shoe. And like I don't see any shoe particularly that I'd be like, oh, that's dope. Maybe the only one was those there's that yellow one that you sent a picture of. I forget what
Oh,
the
the
model.
Hirachi.
The Hirachi. That was
Yeah, yeah, the
probably the only
Hirachi
one I
Adapt.
thought it looked good on. Like that one looked pretty dope. I like that look.
See, now I'm gonna put a series down here at the bottom so that way everyone can see. But it's the Hyper Adapt, the Earl, the
Right.
very first one that came out.
Right.
Obviously, the Mac Daddy, granddaddy of them all, was the Air Mag,
Air Mags. Right.
right? But then there was a Hyper Adapt. Then there was the Hyper Adapt BB for basketball,
Right.
Hyper Adapt BB 2.0, which
Right.
I did like. I love the first one, the Hyper
Right.
Adapt. Really liked the basketball. The 2.0, I think, was so bad,
Right.
so horrible. Um, the Hirachi Adapt, I absolutely love. I still have 2 pairs of those, and I have 1 pair each of the BB and the Hyper Adapt, the regular one.
All
Um,
right.
and then the Air, I think it's what is that? The Hyper Max, uh, Adapt Max, something like an Air Max. I know the inspiration was an Air Max 90.
Okay. Okay.
So That's all of them, and then they have the Jordan 11. The
Yeah, that's the one
Jordan,
that just came out.
yes. Well, I guess at the end of the year, December.
You know how they always have 211s in December? Have you noticed that trend? There's always 211s in
Yeah.
December. So the main one, of course, is the Jubilee, they call it, or the 25th anniversary Jordan.
N-
That drops. And
Now
then the other one.
you have that in hand because you got it on the early release, right?
Right.
Is it as garbage as it looks?
It's hard to say. I mean, there's quality checks with everything. I mean, it really looks like a 7210 with some what's that
Just
word?
Jordan on the side,
Yeah, Jordan on the side. It feels like that's is basically what it is. I don't see anything super special about it, but you know how everyone goes crazy for 11s.
right?
Um, I don't know. I'm cool with it. I mean, would I rock it? I mean, I rock most of my 11s. I always have one or two pairs of those, but I don't know. It doesn't do me too much like joy.
Okay.
As Maria Kondo says, it doesn't spark joy to me. So I might have to just sell it. I might not. I'm not even feeling it after a while. But whatever. It is what it is. If it
No,
doesn't spark joy, get rid of it.
you're right, 100%. There's no point in having it.
So you gotta remember that, okay, Dante. If you got to
All
continue to
this right
spark
here,
joy.
this
No,
all this
no,
sparks joys.
no. You got to spark joy to me because if you don't spark joy to me, I'm gonna get rid of you because you don't spark joy to me. You get it?
I, I was not expecting it to turn that way.
You know, I'm always
I
throwing you
was
some
not
funny ones there.
I was not expecting that one. Now, well, then no joy for you, sir.
Yes, that's right, sir. You can get rid of me, like as Maria Kondo says. But
All right, so I gotta say, for this hyper adapt Jordan 11, I think this is absolute trash.
right, right,
I understand why they used an 11. I mean, it at first I was just, I just thought everyone that worked at Nike again was stupid. But I understand why they used the 11. The 11 is already, basically a boot.
right.
It's the only one that has the space that would be able to justify having that there. Like you can't use a 9 because a 9
That's
is
true.
flat. You can't really
Right,
use an 8 because an 8 is so low to the ground. But if you take an 11 without the adapt, you actually have like the carbon fiber plate. You have, you know what I mean? So
right.
I get it. I understand. Um, Maybe if they did like a different upper, I don't know. I would not want to see a retro colorway on an adapt. So I think they had the right idea. I think if they maybe, I don't know, reverse where it's all black with white, or I don't know. But I think this is an absolute miss.
Gotcha.
Absolute.
Yeah, I'm. It's a hard pass for me. As I said, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna just
I
let it go
might
by.
I might watch the market and see if this has a resale value, or I mean anything more than retail. Because remember, I would get a nice chunk of change off of this with my discount,
Right,
uh,
right,
my military discount. Um, and then if I sold it anything more than retail, I would end up making money.
right. I gotcha.
So
I hear you.
that's why I may try. But I mean that's a lot of money to be out.
$100 is
That's a
definitely
lot
a
of money
lot.
to
I mean,
just
let's
have
just.
in limbo.
I mean, you just do. I mean, in general, for people, if you making minimum wage, what is that? $15-$20, work 8 hours a
Well, I
week.
mean,
You know,
just and this is a financial suggestion to everyone out there. If you're making minimum wage, this shoe should not even be on your radar. Honestly, I'm just saying. Unless you get it
well,
as
I
like a
mean, maybe they
gift
can
or
get the what's that? Not the Yeezys, but the Feezies, the fake Yeezys, right?
all I'm saying is that a
I'm not
$500
endorsing
sneaker,
it, but I'm just saying in general,
you know what? Sometimes you got to get it in how you can.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right.
So, but yeah, so I just wanted to put the history of the adapts down here so that way everyone can see what they are if they were not familiar. Um, I'm a huge fan of the adapt idea. I love where the novelty of it. I think it's cool. I think it definitely, a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's cool," and whatnot. But that's why I have 4 pairs. But I actually really do like the shoe, and if I don't like it, I either return it or I ended up selling it.
Right.
So I do, and that Air Max 91, I really wish they would have came out with better colors. The one that's in the picture with the infrared, that one to me was the best one. Unfortunately, I bought the wrong size, so I had to get rid of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, unfortunately. So the next one, the next big one is the Jordan 21 lineup. Now, granted, this is not all of the sneakers, but I'm going through taking a look at these, and they announced it. I think a couple of days ago, they announced
Yeah,
it,
last week or something like that.
something like that. Um, Overall, no standouts. Overall, what do you think of what do you think of this lineup for next year?
Of the ones I saw in the lineup, the ones that I'm probably going to try to cop, definitely the ones. I like the ones. So I'll get the was it the yellow and black ones, and there's a couple other ones that are in there. The UNC fours are pretty dope. I was feeling
Yes.
those. I definitely want to get a pair of those. Um, the Cool Grade threes that hasn't been retro for a long time, so I'm gonna get those. The other ones are just kind of eh. I'm never really a Jordan 9 fan. I'm not a Jordan 8 fan. So those are a hard pass for me, but probably go for the ones and threes, honestly. But that's me. I don't know what your take is on there.
You know, to be honest with you, in the pictures for the 21 or 2021 lineup, there's only a couple that I actually like in what they publicized, but all the rumors are what I'm excited about,
What was
like
the rumors you were talking about?
the Toro fives.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot about those. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Toro fives, the Lightning fours.
I think that's towards the end of 2021. That's probably why
Right,
they haven't
right, right,
posted yet. Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
The cool gray 11s.
It's supposed to be with like a different upper or something, right?
It's
Is
supposed
that
to have
what
like
there's
the mesh upper, the one that
something like
what
that?
was it, Zach Levine? Like I think it was him.
Oh, or was it a Tatum? Tatum
Oh,
had him on
Tatum.
it.
Yes,
Yeah,
right, right,
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
supposed to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
that one.
Right, right, right.
Which I mean, in all honesty, I really don't care. I like them. I have the low top still, which
Hmm.
are cool. I like the low top 11s. Um, but I think I'm more excited for those, with the exception of those UNC fours.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm gonna cop those. Those are dope. I
Those
mean,
those UNC fours
you know,
are
I'm really gonna say is like I was really shocked by the value of the UNC threes, not the legit UNC threes from the college, but
right.
the one with the Jumpman logo. But those kind of shot up. Like I was kind of shocked. Like they're like my size is now like 350 ish
Yeah,
range,
it's
and I was
crazy.
like, yeah, and that was a GR. That was
Yeah,
straight GR.
I got a size 10 that I haven't even worn yet, and excuse me. And I went on just to kind of go through and just to see what I have, and I was curious on how much those are going for, and even I was
Right.
just like, wow,
Yeah, it just jumped, right? I mean, it was
yeah,
just a
that was
crazy jump.
nuts.
But it is what it is. So, but
So I'm on the fence with the Starfish 13s, which are the yellow and orange with the black sole. Because of the black sole, I'm on the fence with those. Um, I don't care for the chrome ones, the UNC ones. Those, if it wasn't the powder blue or like the suede powder blue, I like the regular UNC ones more.
right, the one that
So
released like a couple years, a year and a half ago, probably.
yeah.
Yeah,
The other ones
I
that
can see
have,
that.
yeah, the other ones that have like a neon with the yellow, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't like those at all. Um, the cool grade threes, w- I know they haven't been released in a while. I'm really on the fence. I like them, but even the retro, it always threw me off with the orange.
It's the orange Jumpman part, or I forget which part's orange. I
Well,
forget
it
now.
has hints on the shoe itself, as far
Right.
as like the eyelets and stuff like that of orange. And then I think the outline of the Jumpman on the back, but the Jumpman is fine. And that's typically covered up, and that's the back of the sneaker. You know, only the people who I'm walking away from see that, so I don't care what they see anyway.
Right. Right.
It's the orange when I look down. That's what stands out to me. That's what jumps out at the cool gray, and that's the one thing I don't like. So that's the only reason why I'm still about those ones. The black and charcoal, and I think yellow is what the color is. Nines, those are dope. I like
Right.
those. Uh, don't really care for the all white fives. I think they're the stealth fives.
Yeah, I didn't really feel for those either.
Yeah, too much white for me. I do like the black ones though, and the reason why I like them is because it's a whole new material on the upper. It's like a mesh, not leather.
It did look like a mesh, and I think even the tongue was mesh. I saw that.
Yeah. So
I don't know, man. There's so many black shoes of Jordans. It's like I don't know. I think it's cool to me, but I appreciate what you're saying. I do, but I'm just like,
well, I'm curious. It's
yeah,
piqued my
yeah.
interest. I'll put it that way. I'm not definitive or if I'm going to try for it or if I even like it. I'm just curious. It's piqued my interest.
Oh, bro, I just got a good idea. We should do like an app and call it Tinder for Kicks. Swipe right if you like it. Swipe left if you don't care. Yeah, so you gonna swipe right for the fives, I guess.
Yeah, I would swipe right for the fives because you could always wear them in the dark, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And then I like the idea of those other Jordan 9s that have like different colors on them because
No,
with the
I don't feel them too much, but you like them, huh?
well, what I sent you was only one shoe. The other shoe is a complete different Pantone colors.
I think I kind of saw them on some Instagrams, but
I
it's just the
but
nine model, man. The
but
nine model
see,
gets
I
me.
love the nines. Nines
Oh, well, that's you though.
are low key one of my favorites. What I wear every day is a Jordan 9, the boot.
Hmm.
I wear that every
Interesting.
day.
I mean, for your viewers, I don't know if they know. They probably know this, but that is the I think, if correct me if I'm right or wrong, but I think that's the only Jordan model that Jordan never worn in an NBA game because I think he
Uh,
retired that year.
that's
Am I
that's
right?
that's the only Jordan model that came out when he wasn't playing basketball.
Right, right. I don't retire. Yeah, and for your viewers, if you, I'm sure you probably know that there's a statue in front of Chicago basketball stadium, and he is the actual statue has them wearing Jordan nines,
Yes,
which is interesting. But
right.
he has
Especially
Jordan
since
nines.
he never played a game in them.
I would thought maybe it would be a three, a one, an 11, maybe. I don't know. I was very shocked they put nines on there. I don't know why they did that, but that's
I
trivia
don't
for
know.
you guys, for your viewers out there. So
Yeah, that is crazy that they did that.
right, right.
Yeah, because I think the first sneaker he wore when he came back was the 10,
I think you're right.
the
And then he
Chicago
had the
10s.
11s, yeah, and then the
Yeah,
12s.
because the 10s was short lived. Because I think he only wore the Chicago 10s, and
I
then it
think
went
you're
right into
right.
the 11s.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right on those.
Um, so but I like them. Again, these are another one that's piqued my interest just because it's crazy colors. That's something that I would obviously not wear a lot. It would be, and then to be honest with you though, I'd probably get it in hand and then not like it.
That's possible.
Yeah, I mean that happens a lot. But the ones that are not on here are the um oh, they also have those like sport blue threes coming out that are like remember the Katrina or the Hall of Fame threes where they're like
Yeah, yeah,
white, but these ones are
yeah.
like a bright blue. I think those are coming out too.
I think I saw those. Yeah.
Yeah, that so those are coming out. The Lightning fours are coming out, and the Toro fives are coming out. And I'm excited for all three.
I got you. I got
Those
you.
ones I definitely have to have. All right,
Cool, cool.
so now we're done with the sneaker stuff. So I wanted to break off a little bit, and I wanted to introduce the all of our viewers to you as far as what you do on the side that's nothing to do with sneakers. So you do buy and sell sneakers as well. You also collect, but what could be surprising, and maybe you can enlighten some people, are you resell toys?
Right, right. I do that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Um. I mean, so how did you get into selling toys? Is there money to be made? I mean, obviously you do it. Is it just a hobby, or like do you actually make some money off of it?
Well, the way I got started was I had this coworker, and he was like, I think I was trying to get some, I think it was some Star Wars figures or something. And he actually told me he used to own a toy store. And this was before he used to work with me, and he closed that down. But he said, "Why don't you get a wholesale account?" I said, "What's a wholesale account?" He goes, "Yeah, you just set up a business name, get a federal ID, do some paperwork, tell people you got a reseller license, which is required in California. Doesn't take too long. Takes pretty straightforward, like a month to do, maybe 2 weeks, not even that long. And then you then contact directly these toy companies and you tell them, hey, my name is X, Y, and Z. This is my company. I have a reseller license. I would like to buy either in bulk for you or at wholesale price. So they say, okay, some of these toy companies require a minimum. So if you don't know, sometimes like I did try to get a Lego account, but the problem with Lego is you have to have a brick and mortar store. That's the first thing. And if you don't have a brick and mortar store, they won't even talk to you. And the same thing with sometimes Hasbro, which is a big toy company that does a lot of the Star Wars, Transformers, GI Joe, all that stuff. They they pretty much have minimized anybody to open a new account. You could do Mattel still, you go with your wholesale account, you still could do that. So the reason for wholesale account is you are getting it at a wholesale price. So let me give you an example. Let's say a figure is $20 to the retailer. I can get it less than that, right? So either 30, 40% markdown. And I can get it in bulk. So I can get, I say I want 24, 48, 68 figures of the same one versus these guys who are collectors. I get it. They like the hunt, and I do it sometimes. I go for the toy hunt, see what they got. I'll still do that periodically. And so you go there, and they may not even have that figure there. They're looking for it, and then some people just do a pre-order on Amazon and stuff. But so I'll buy things in bulk. I'll sell it in pre-order, on certain vendors, Amazon, eBay, whatever. And so that's what I do kind of on that stuff. And the key thing is, I think, is trying to focus on what area of toys you really know about. I mean, there's so many toys out there in the industry, right? So there's like kids toys, there's adult collectibles, and there's Funko too. So I also have a Funko wholesale account. So I have pretty much worked with toy companies directly to get my stuff if I really want to order it. The only drawback is sometimes you don't have access to the exclusive stuff. What I mean by exclusive stuff? So you'll see Funko Target only, or Transformers Target only, or GI Joe, or Star Wars Walgreens only, or something like that. And that you just have to go and make an effort to get it yourself.
Gotcha.
But in terms of profitability, there is profitability. There's also buy and hold. You can buy in bulk, as I do sometimes, and I hold these figures for a year or maybe a year and a half, and then I'll resell them later because they're not available in the market anymore. So the values goes up. And a little thing also about these characters or figures in general, you gotta really know the storylines, right, of whatever toy line you're getting, right? Because that kind of drives a collector to get it, right? So like 2 or 3 things I always feel collectors always want is either the main characters who either, are big, intricate part of a story. They like female heroines for some reason. So like Harvey Quinn. I mean, she's not a heroine, she's a villain, but there's also a group of collectors who are like the dark side of the collectors. Like they all like the evil people like Joker and Harvey Quinn and the dark characters, right? And there's other people who like just the strong heroine women. And then there's also people who also, for example, for Star Wars figures, people just love to build armies of clone troopers or build armies of stormtroopers because they love it. And then the second thing collectors do that I notice, they like dioramas, or they like to take pictures of a scene from a movie. So they'll need certain characters from that scene to make that shot. Like,
wow.
So that's one mentality they have. And the other collector mentality is they want to collect them all, right? So they'll collect, most of them. But I think for me, sometimes it's just my thought process when I see something. It's like an innate feeling. I can't describe it. Like I'll look at a toy and I'll think about it and I go, okay, this has value. Would I buy this? Would I not buy this? Why would I buy this? So I have to justify why I'm buying something. And so, there are times that I'm going to tell you, there's times I have lost money. Not always a winning business. And I'll tell you straight up what I bought that I totally lost money on is, I thought the BTS dolls were like, big deal, right? Yeah, I know.
What's BTS?
You look at me, what's BTS? So BTS is this K-pop group. And then that's a big K-pop group that came to America, the Korean wave, and people love that group. They're just as big as the Big Bang. Well, Big Bang is another Korean group. So they had these Mattel dolls that were out, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna sell well. I'm gonna get these. It's Christmas time. Oh yeah, this is gonna fly off for shelves, right? And honestly, that was a bomb. Like people didn't buy them. I don't know why. Maybe they didn't think they were as cute. So I had tons of figures that I had, or dolls that I had just marked down and just take a loss. You take the L and you leave, just as like sneaker app, right?
Right.
So took the L, and so there's not always a win. but in the end, you got to really play the volume game.
Well,
So,
you bought them at bulk, so did you still take a loss even though like you bought
yep.
them out of wow.
Yeah. But the key thing about maybe your viewers don't know this is that when you do your own business, regardless, I mean, you can always have your side gig, of course, and you have your regular job, but the game, the main game in anything is try to get your side gig to pay for your main job. So you can quit your
Right.
main job, right? If you don't want to do that. But with any business or entrepreneur venture, you could write off a lot of things. So you could write off your cell phone,
Uh,
you can write off your internet, you can write off your car if you leased it, you can write off printing supplies, anything that's related to your business, and keep a receipt, keep track of it, and all that stuff.
right.
You write all that off, and in the end, if you make a profit, it's great. Each business is with the IRS, it's like 3 years to show profit. So they know that the first 3 years, most businesses don't make money.
Right.
But you could write off, losses like the BTS dolls could be a write off for me because it's just sitting inventory that I can't get rid of. So
Hmm.
I guess I've been doing this for almost like a good 5 to 6 years in general. I think in general, buy and sell, buy and sell.
So
So
what has been your like your biggest like your most notable toy that you've gotten and sold?
hard to say. I sell such a variety of toys,
The
but
one that stands out to you. If I were to say what was your best toy, what do you say?
the best toy,
Well, even if it's more than one, like if it's like two or three of them. But what's your best one? What's the one that comes to mind?
like best toys in resell or best toys and what do you mean like
Period. What was the best toy that you've gotten? What was the best toy to resell? I mean, this is a multiple answer question.
honestly, it has to be the Star Wars Black Series. Some of the toys in there, like they go for good money. Oh, the other one that was really like I really banked on was Marvel Legends is another series of toys or 6-inch Marvel Legend figures, and there was
Okay.
Psylocke. I don't know, like when Jim Lee drew Psylocke, she was like, wow, she was just the sexy character, right? Remember?
I
And
remember
so,
very well.
and I knew that there was not many Psylocke figures ever made in the Marvel universe toy realm. There was like a couple made by a Diamond Select or whatever, but not a Marvel Legend Psylocke figure. And there was also a variant of the figure, like she had purple hair versus black hair. So
Right.
I literally bought like I think maybe like 50 figures. I bought it in bulk. And I just kept them for a year or so. And I bought them for 30-40% off regular retail price. And then I just flipped them all for let me see. I think I started flipping them at 60, and then the prices went up to 80. And now
Wow.
I think it went up to like 120.
Wow.
So it's you can make money. It's just a matter of getting the right figure. Not all figures are
Right.
going to bring you those numbers, but I just remember seeing that and I just like it was just an innate thing. I go, I gotta get her. Like I'm gonna
So
get many as her because I think she's gonna be valued.
so do you get like a sheet? Like a sheet with this like descriptions? Or do you get like a picture of like what the toy is or
I mean, I get a lot of information for IG. I follow certain toy IG accounts, and
okay.
then they'll preview what things are coming out. I have a representative that will call me and talk to me and say, hey, you want this? This is coming out. This is what we were gonna get. And you want to place an order for it? And I said, what is it? And said, well, we don't have any pictures out yet. So it's kind of
Okay.
like
Sometimes you got
I,
to guess.
you gotta guess, but you kind of know by the character, right? It's a similar concept with I don't know if your viewers know stores like sneaker shops or sneaker stores.
Right.
They don't even have pictures of the shoe. They
Nope.
just have the color code like starfish, whatever sale, whatever. And you just assume that's like a shadow backboard color. So they
Yep.
get this, I forget how many months in advance, 6 months, I think. I don't remember. Or 3 months. I don't know. They get it in
Yeah, it's
advance.
not it's not it's not that far.
Yeah. So these people will give them, the representative will give them these catalogs and then they have to order from them and they're not even sure what they're getting either. Right. And there's some requirements to, you got to buy $30,000 worth of stuff, $40,000 worth of clothing to get the hype shoe. Right.
That was yes, that was gonna be my next question. So like we all know, or at least if you don't know, then you here's some education for you. So all of the especially the mom and pop spots, especially them because they're still building their Jordan account. So we'll go with Jordans. So Jordans, in order to get the retros, the ones or exclusives, any of the quick strikes or stuff like that, you have to sell all of the team Jordan and all of the like Jordan apparel and all this other stuff. If you're not moving that, they will not give you tier one product.
Right.
So, but that was going to be my question to you. In order for you to get something that you really want or you know is going to be a little bit more harder or difficult, do you have to buy, X amount of other toys or, normal figures or, I mean, that kind of thing? Do you kind of have that same type of setup as far as like
There
the
is a
toys?
with Funko that I did ask him a couple times, like, so you may have seen some Funkos are like shop exclusive, like Target exclusive or Toy Tokyo exclusive, which is this shop in New York, or there's certain exclusivity of some of these Funkos. So I asked him, like, how much do I need to buy if I want to get my own Funko exclusive? So they said something to the realm of
Would it look like you? Would it be a Funko
uh
of you?
uh yeah, be a fun guy. Okay, all right, okay, all right.
Oh,
Maybe. Well, let me think about this. What would I make a Funko of me? I think I would make like a nice little Supreme hat.
you
Supreme.
can't do branding because then you have to pay.
That's true. That's true. But I gotta make it look like a little hype piece.
That is true.
That's true. Right?
But you can do like styles and stuff without actually
Oh,
showing that
oh
in it.
my, oh my fucking god! That'd be crazy if Supreme did a collab with Funko. You know how crazy that would be.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
I know, right? Because like
But
everyone's into Funko these days.
I mean, not to break off too far because I still want to continue on with the toys. But did you hear that Supreme sold?
Yeah, it's for $2.2 billion.
Yes, and they sold to a couple of different places, and
Yeah.
I know it's nothing but good things to come from it, but I wonder what effect that's going to have on the reselling and the stupid stuff they collaborate and put their branding on.
I honestly think as you get more and more, I wouldn't say commercialized, but bigger and bigger,
Hmm.
I think the amount of it being produced is more. And it just sort of to some degree gets diluted, right? I mean, I don't want to say certain brands did that themselves. I mean, they're still followers of these brands, right?
Right.
So a couple that come to mind is like Stussy, that I feel like that's was a streetwear, but now it's like everywhere, right? Um,
Yeah.
Same concept of diamonds or Nikki Diamond stuff, diamond
Yeah.
apparel. That used to be back in the days like dope stuff, like he'll limit things and things would just sell out too. But now,
It was hard to get a Diamond Supply hat.
yeah, yeah, back then.
It took
But
me two
now,
months. I have two, and it took me 2 months to find them.
right.
Way
So
back then, anyway.
now, but now, if Supreme is going this route, the positive side is people who just really want to rock it and wear it and get it will have a better chance. On the flip side, the resellers will now have to readjust their prices accordingly based on volume, right? Because everything in economics deals with supply and demand. So if the demand is there but the supply is low, the price goes up. That's
Right.
the given, right?
Well,
But
all the
if the
old Supreme stuff is going to go up. All the new stuff, because it's going to be more widely available, is probably going to go down.
or be less resale value, you're correct.
Right.
I mean that's kind of why I see where it's headed. It's getting more commercialized. Um, so it's like hit or miss,
True.
and my thoughts on it. But that's my take on it.
So, right. Sorry, I broke off for a little bit, but okay. So, you asked your representative how much you would have to sell in order to get your own Funko.
Or to buy, yeah. So
Right.
they basically told me I need to buy $30,000 worth of Funkos.
In order to get your
30,000
own Funko.
or
Th-
your own exclusive, $30,000 worth. So we got to remember, okay, so the price I get for a Funko. So when you go to the store, you see it for like 10.99, 11.99, 12.99.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Okay, that puts it a
I'm
little more
paying
in dollar perspective.
for me, I'm paying about $5 to $6 a Funko. So I'm
Right.
paying half what you're paying. So I can get bulk of that stuff. But what I wanted to say was that I don't know, buying $30,000 worth of Funko is a lot.
That is a
I,
lot. Yeah.
I mean, if I really was truly just dealing with Funko as my main toy line that I'm selling, and there are some companies out there that's all they do. They just sell Funkos. That's all
Right.
they do. But I just couldn't see myself buying 30,000 worth of Funkos and then what? I don't know. I guess I could either flip them or sell them at a retail price or whatever. But I,
That's a long time to get your money back just to have your own Funko, and then you
yeah,
don't even know what that's what like. what that would result in. Like, do you get to design it? Do you get to pick it? Do you, is it one Funko that they're gonna make only you sell? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know. It could
Right.
be, it could be nothing. It could be just, slapping your company's name on it and say, "Oh, this is their exclusive," and on one that they already had made, and the wow kind of just goes down.
No, I feel you. I feel you. But yeah, I mean that's a little bit a little take on reselling toys. I mean, there are people who go and just do it without accounts. You can do that too yourself. You just have to hunt more for the toys or
Right.
plan accordingly what you want to buy. You
That's
can
kind
do
of the
that with
Well,
yeah,
it's kind of like with everything else, though, right? Like you kind of go out there and ahead of time kind of what's going to be limited, so you have to go chase it down, find it,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
you resell it later.
yeah. You can do that or resell it at the same time because it's a similar thing with reselling sneakers, right? It's first to the game, right? Whoever gets the first
Makes
shoe
Yeah, makes the
makes
money.
the money. But the concept with toys and similar with sneakers, there are these influencers, right? These IG guys, or they want or they have a YouTube channel just like you do, and they want the latest toy. They want the newest one because they want to do a review on it, right? Same thing with sneakers. So they
Yeah.
want to get the sneakers first, so they can do a review on it, so they can get their subscribers to see it, and they get their revenue by their subscribers or their views, etc. So it's kind of a trickling effect. So
Right.
first to the game or first out of the stall or whatever you call it wins, right? Because
Yeah.
you can pick whatever price you want. People will buy it because you're the only one that has it. It gets harder
True.
as everyone releases is more. Just the same thing as like sneakers and whatever. It's like, I mean, it's still hard to get some sneakers, right? But in
Right.
general, the prices start dropping. So,
That makes
I mean, that's
sense.
a little bit insight into kind of reselling toys and collectibles.
Okay, and we'll have to sidebar later this because I gotta know if you have any X-Men Funko.
Let me think about this. Let me go look at. I wouldn't call it a warehouse, but I gotta go look at.
I mean, we can sidebar later because for me, X-Men is like the most number one for me, even over Marvel, like the Avengers, or DC, or anything. X-Men is my A1. So that's like I have a Gambit one, like right
Oh,
here.
I got you. Let me see that Gambit one. Nice. Oh, you should have told me, man. I would have gave that to you for what I paid.
Well, it said exclusive, so I was like, okay, well,
Well, I mean, I have an account with Entertainment Earth too, so I can get stuff from
oh,
them.
oh, damn. All right, well, there you go. See, so yeah, so X-Men, keep that in mind, and then
All right, I got you.
yeah, and then anything Miles Morales.
Gotcha. I got you. I
Okay.
don't know if you, I don't know if you're into the Marvel Legend figures, but I think they made a Miles Morales 6-inch figure coming out next year or something like that. Not
Oh,
wearing any Jordans or anything, just like.
right. I gotta
But
take it. Go ahead.
there's other companies that make better figures than Hasbro. I think there's a couple other good ones out there. I forget their names off the top of my head, but the
Well, the
details are pretty amazing.
the Miles Morales toys, I really want to get for my son so he can play with because he's a big fan. Funko Pop, that would be for me, like to put up. But Funko Pop, just as a display, I would buy two, give him one, and have one for me.
Gotcha. I got you. Cool, cool.
So, but anyway, so all right, so that was reselling toys. So the next one I want to bring up, and you are an avid fan. I am a spectator fan, just because if it's on and I'll follow it from a distance. But the NBA, the NBA is already coming back. It wasn't just like last month that we had the bubble finals.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
It was such a really quick turnaround.
Well, I think it's because the whole COVID thing changed the way the timeline usually is for the NBA season, so it got
Well,
kind of got
right,
extended. So that's
right.
why it's now. Honestly, I think the reason it's done so soon, it's always the same thing. Bottom line, it's money, right?
Right.
They lost so much money with all the spectators that are watching the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they need that revenue because that revenue is important to pay the players. Players that can't get paid, then they'd be like, not starving, but it's like a trickle effect again. So I think
Right.
starting it early, it's probably why they're doing it as a financial reason, which makes sense. So
But what do you think is going to happen? Because it looks like everything is about to shut down again.
yeah, honestly, my take on that is
I mean, not to get too heavy into the COVID situation. I mean, obviously we're all living it, so we're all everyone's getting their information one way or another. But I mean, what happens if they start it on December 22nd and then Biden takes over in January and then shuts the country down for 30 days.
That's true. Sorry, my dog's whining again.
That's right.
She wants another toy.
She misses you.
She doesn't miss me. I think she just wants another toy.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta keep them girls happy, right? All right, hold on.
right.
Give me a second. All right, hold on.
Sure.
All right. Sorry, my bad. I'm back.
No,
Okay,
okay.
so sorry, repeat that question because I had to pay attention to her really quick. What was your question about
All right.
the
So my question was, so December 22nd, we start up again. And
right,
then in January, when Biden takes over, he shuts everything down for 30 days.
right.
I mean, is there really a point to start?
Well,
I mean, you're going to be playing for 8 days. I mean, granted, there's still a lot of games you can play, but I mean, no one's going to show up.
the thing is, I don't know if your viewers have. I'm sure the viewers have been reading or hearing it. Two big companies have are the forerunners for the vaccine, Pfizer and Moderna. Those are two main companies right now that are pretty close to getting their vaccines out and about by emergency use. We're probably going to see the vaccine available probably next month. Pretty sure of that. So
Wow.
the question is, who's going to get it? Who doesn't want to get it? It's up to, of course, you as a patient. So I think even though the numbers are going up, but they're putting a lot of I wouldn't say weight, but a lot of thoughts into like this vaccine kind of turning us back to normality. So I don't foresee the NBA season shutting down. The only thing I see what could potentially go wrong is the post marketing surveys of the vaccines. So if there are like side effects or things that are kind of risky to the patients, they'll
Right.
shut down the vaccine. So then we're back to square one, right? Or they have to put restrictions on the vaccine, who gets it, who doesn't. So it's kind of a wait and see game in terms of that. I think with the preliminary efficacy of these vaccines, I think we have a very high probability that the NBA season should be, I guess, relatively normal. My guess, but I could be wrong. But I don't know
True.
what your take is on that.
Well, I mean, I'm just watching kind of, and this, I know we're talking about the NBA because it's starting so soon, but like the NFL's going on right now. I got notifications all the time about, this person got COVID and now this person's out because they got COVID, or this one had a COVID scare. Or like, I mean, we have to face the fact that COVID has forever changed the way that we're going to approach this. Um, it's, or how we approach really anything at this point. It's just going to bring a new mindset to it and a new thought pattern. When it comes to the NBA, I'm not sure how the NFL is doing it, because I know some places were opened up. Like when I saw, I'm a Raider fan, so when I saw them play the Chiefs, I saw people in the stands. I mean,
Right.
are they going to have the same capacity for outdoor stadiums? For the NFL, that works, but there are no outdoor stadiums for NBA.
Well, I think what's going to happen when this vaccine becomes available, there's going to be a registry. I mean, it sounds kind of almost crazy thinking like George Orwell, 1984, or government's taking over, but I think there'll be a registry. And what
Right?
they'll do is they'll get a QR code either on your phone or something like that. And they'll just scan it. And it shows you're in the registry and you got the vaccine. So you're like, you're welcome to come into the stadium. You can go and have a watch an NBA game. But if you didn't get the vaccine, then they'll tell you, okay, you need to wear a mask. Maybe they'll let you in with a mask or make sure you have that mask. So
See, now this makes sense as far as, a realistic point of view, but we are talking about our government here.
you're right. That's true. That's true.
So, I've even heard rumors of them wanting to put chips in us.
That is a possibility.
I mean,
That's a
without
little
getting
bit
too
far fetched.
yeah, without
Yeah.
getting too conspiracy
Yeah.
theorist.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, whether it's true or not, I mean, I guess only time will tell, right? Time reveals
Right.
all. So
Right.
we'll see. But
Yep.
yeah.
I agree with you.
So December 22nd, a couple days before Christmas. Um, I don't know. I think I think the NBA, and I completely understand. But I think the NBA should wait until at least the beginning of the year to figure out what Biden's going to do.
Yeah, I think Biden is trying to set all his ducks up, but of course, Trump is kind of preventing him for kind of getting the easy transition of power, as they call it. So
Right.
we'll have to see what's going to happen. I it's all wait and see,
Well, it looks like
and
though, as far as COVID and the gameplay and everything else for the sports, the side of life, um, it looks like things are slowly starting to shut down. Like they're doing it gradually. I mean, we're in California, so we know that the stages that we're in. And then I saw like New York just said that they're gonna start shutting down their gyms and
right.
indoor eating. So I mean, I think gradually the entire country is just shutting back down again.
Until this vaccine takes effect and people start getting vaccinated, yeah, I think we're just have to. It's getting crazy again, and so it's sad. It's a sad world, and what we living in, and what are people having to deal with, and some senses of like loneliness. I can see a lot of people feeling isolated and not interacting with their loved ones, and
Yep.
it's tough. It's tough. It's a tough
All
world.
I know is that they better not shut down the country until after I get back from seeing my son. That's the only thing I'm hoping, man. Don't
That's
you?
all you care about. It's good.
That's
It's
all
good.
I
I
care
like
about.
that. I
That's all
like
I
that. I
care
like
about.
that.
After I visit him and I come back, I definitely do not mind 30 days off of work. I got the PlayStation, I got the Xbox. I am good to go.
And you just gotta press a click to get some sneakers.
That's it.
That's the gameplay.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it just comes to your door. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good.
So, but anyway, I mean that's all I had. I don't have a say what for today. I tried to take a look on there, but nothing was really a standout for me. I don't know if you have a say what, and just so that way, if anyone's new, a say what is basically a social media post that you find that just really had you stuck, had you floored, made you laugh, had you basically something that has you do a double take.
Hmm.
So did you see anything on a social media post that had you like? What was that?
I don't know. It's been a while about that. I can't really think about a time when
Yeah, I can't
I
think.
can't think of any right now either.
I've had a couple of ones in
Unfortunately.
the past, but I didn't see anything this week. Nothing that really stood out to me. But I wasn't really on social media this week, so
Yeah,
that
I
didn't
got
help.
you. Yeah.
So yeah, but
Oh
that's all
well.
I got. You got anything else, sir?
No, I think we're good. It's a little. It's always good to chop it up with you. It's always fun to talk sneakers, talk life, talk 101, whatever you want to call it. And
Yeah, man. Just give the whole point is to give people something new to listen to, something that's not so serious in life.
no, I feel you.
You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
just want to. I just also want to compliment you. I want to say, you got some face gains, bro. Face gains.
I don't. What is face gains? Am I gaining weight in my face?
No, it's the opposite. So
Oh,
you're
yeah, yeah. I
losing
appreciate
weight.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's called
appreciate
face
that.
gains. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah. You
appreciate
got
that.
gotta
Thank you.
get Dante, you gotta get with the lingo, bro. You're not hanging around the right people these days, I guess.
Listen, my house has got nobody in it, so I'm not hanging around with anyone. It's
Well, you,
just
you
me, man. Talk about the isolation. Hey.
hey, if COVID don't take you out, can I, brother?
Oh my God, this guy. This guy.
I'm
Oh,
just playing with you.
only if
All
you
right.
paying, but I go home after.
Damn. Oh, okay, that's cool. We do that. That's cool. All
All
right,
right,
man.
man.
It's nice chopping up with you for
Yes,
sure.
sir. So that's all I got. So I am Dante.
And I am Nelly.
Yep. And we will talk to you later. Peace out.